Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kermit and Friends. I am Elisa. This is Fozzie. And Kermit's watching us from heaven. I want to welcome you all to the show. I know right now the waiting room is full to get on Kermit and Friends. Last week, I prayed that people would want to be on the show and want to be a part of it, okay? This just shows that prayer works. It works. I prayed for people to want to be on this show, great people to want to be on this show. I knew what keeps this show going is people. And I want to start off this week's Kermit and Friends with a prayer, okay? So, dear Lord, please give me the strength and the courage to host Kermit and Friends Sunday service with dignity, integrity, faith, and courage. I pray that I can lead this group of individuals from different walks of life, different parts of the country, and in some cases, different parts of the world. Please forgive me if I sin during this podcast. I'm working on my patience, my anger issues, and certain triggers that bring me back to darker times, Lord. I am flawed, okay? I'm flawed too, but I've repented and I'm working on becoming a better person for you and for myself. We ask you, Lord, to walk us everywhere that we go. Help us to keep your word in our hearts and that we may not sin against you. Almighty God, thank you for our good health and enabling us to come to this place to glorify your name. Through Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, so that's my prayer. We have a huge guest for today, an unbelievable guest, a successful entrepreneur. Every single thing he's done in his life, he's been number one. He invented the OVN dog vitamin. He went to school as a licensed clinical hypnotherapist. Sorry. He wants to help people to make money. No, not to make money. He doesn't want to make money from this. He just wants to help people. If that's not noble, I don't know what is. Before we get to him, I want to see, this is a person I've asked to be on the show, but he said no. What the heck is going on there? Huh. I thought I saw Benji, but it wasn't him. Okay, so now before we get to Alan, who's our special guest, our first guest, I want to say hi to my sister who has a message for us. A commercial, we have a sponsor, and my sister Allison is here to bring it to us. Allison, what are we looking at here?
Hi, everybody. Today I wanted to share with you something that has done a lot for my life and has improved my wellness, which I know everybody around holidays is looking to do and accomplish with all the damage that we do to our bodies between alcohol and unhealthy foods. It's called Arbonne. It actually helped me lose 45 pounds after having my third baby. And
wow.
Yeah, I start every morning with it and it gives me energy. It keeps me full. And the best part is it actually has all the nutrition I need today. So real quick, I'm going to do a demonstration so you can see how easy it is. I'm super busy. My mornings go by very quickly. So I like to use a Ninja blender for this. That's just what I use, but you could really use any blender. Some people like berries in the morning. I don't like a lot of sugar, so I put some ice in.
What blender is it?
The Ninja Professional. So I use just the 1 serving cup because it's just for me. I get my protein powder. I like chocolate, but they actually sell vanilla, chocolate, and coffee, which
that sounds good, right, Kevin?
Yeah, chocolate. Actually, what you should do, if you're getting a sponsorship like that, tell them that you want to try everything. Because let's say if you don't like one of the flavors, you have two like different flavors as a backup.
Right, exactly. No, that's so true. So I like chocolate. I'm a chocolate addict. I have a sweet tooth every day, and this helps me kind of meet that need. So I do 2 scoops of the chocolate, the little ice. Arbonne also does a green mix, which is all of your vitamins for vegetables and fruits for the whole day. It's like 30 servings. So if I don't eat fruits or vegetables for the rest of today, I know that I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
And then I do a half a banana. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a lot of carbs in bananas. So
Yeah.
I do just a half. I just do a half. I put it into my shake. The green scoop mix. Sometimes I add a scoop of flaxseed. Also super nutritious. And then you could do any kind of milk that you want. I am on a non-dairy fix, so I'm doing almond milk or cashew milk.
But you could do regular milk, right?
Absolutely. For my
Oh,
kids,
Allison, hold on one second. 1 second,
Sure.
Al. I'm getting a call. Kermit and Friends, this is Elisa speaking.
Hi, Elisa. It's Barry, boss. How are you?
Hey, Barry. Thanks for calling in. Barry, my sister is doing a presentation right now for Arbonne products. She's making a shake with chocolate, and it's very healthy. There's protein in it. Are you a healthy guy, Barry?
Yeah, I am. I actually lost a lot of weight while I've been in here inside Looney Bin.
So my sister's lost 43 pounds, Barry. Have you lost more than
43 pounds. Congratulations.
How much has who lost?
My sister Allison, who's on camera right now.
Okay.
She lost 43 pounds with the Arbonne shake and protein drink. So I think that everybody should try that, and everybody should reach out. Well, my sister probably doesn't want to, be reached out to, I would guess. Allison, do you want to be reached out to, or you just want to be left alone?
No, contact Elisa if you want to try the product.
Or if there's like the website, is there like a
left
website that
alone
we can
regarding
do?
MLMs.
Yeah, maybe there's a
I'm
website.
sorry to say.
What'd you say, Barry?
What?
Let me see if Benji's
I just
interested.
want to be left alone regarding MLMs. I don't want to sell any product or anything. I don't do that.
Okay, Barry. Let's see what Benji has to say. Benji's on the air right now. Benji, are you interested in losing weight through Arbonne? Benji? All right, so Benji's very quiet right now, but I think he would be interested in that. It seems like something he would be interested in. So Alice.
Yeah, well, I'd be interested in trying them, like one or two, if you were to send it to me.
Okay, yeah, I can send it to you. Does the mental asylum accept packages?
I'm not allowed to receive it here. Hold on, let me close this door because somebody just opened it and they pumped up the music, okay?
Okay, then. I almost called you Benji.
Okay? Hold on.
Okay, Barry, I just want to...
Can you please close the door? I'm on a meeting interview. Can you close the door, please? Yeah, please, I'm on a meeting interview. Hello?
Hey, Barry. So, Barry, I want to get to my first guest, Alan. So Barry, do you have anything to say about the guests that you have booked for the show? Because you've helped us produce this show. Who's coming up in the next couple weeks?
You mean to produce your show?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's not the next few weeks, I don't think. I can't say anything yet, but we have some big-time guests planned for Elisa that I'm working on. It's not going to be the next few weeks, but it'll be sometime soon. One of them is the co-founder of MTV and founder of Country Music Television. He also founded Pay-Per-View Sports Entertainment, a movie channel, and was the first general manager of Nickelodeon, bringing Nick and Night to the network. And he's now founding a new streaming platform called Technotainment.com that's going to overtake the entire streaming industry. And then I possibly, but not guaranteed, may have Tony Bon Jovi for you, who put together Bon Jovi as John Bon Jovi's second cousin, and produced the first few records. So Bon Jovi, 78 Degrees Fahrenheit and Slippery When Wet, and he also put together the band and got John a record deal. So
all right, great.
Have him for you
so if anybody knows any second or third cousins of any celebrities, they're more than welcome here. I'm about to bring Alan on. Yeah, Barry, you're a big fan of Alan. I know you love Alan. So do you have any questions for Alan? Because I'm about to bring him on. Like I said, he has been successful at everything he's ever done. He's amazing. He's very Christian. He's very religious. He has a great personality. He has one of the top personalities of anyone I've ever met.
Yeah, so I have a a question for Alan.
Okay.
Elisa was going to ask you if I could get your phone number so we could talk about what we spoke about the other day privately on the phone regarding my show and regarding the industry, and that we talked about. I don't want to say what on this show, but my sex tape, I found out today, actually has over 200 million views, 204 million views it has on Pornhub in some channels, not even my
No, but what's your question for Alan, Barry?
204 million views. I found out today.
All right. Okay, Barry. I'm going to ask Alan if you could have his number. I very highly doubt it. Call me back. Barry, I got to go. Barry.
I just want to say one thing,
Yeah.
Lisa, but before I go,
Yeah.
Okay, can I say a few more things?
Sure.
That we plan to talk about, okay? Because this stuff that we talked about was not what we agreed to initially, okay? I wanted to say that I feel Howard Stern will not have me on his show due to the fact he feels that I'm going to steal his entire fan base. And I know Benji's listening, and whenever a rival comes up to somebody like Howard, of course he's not going to have them on the show. Now, I'm putting it out there that I'm offering to Howard to put me on his show because if he wants to, but I will tell you that 3-4 years ago I spoke with a beauty queen who was on Doc Ivan's Facebook profile in Garci. Benji knows who I'm talking about, and she was third place runner-up, Miss Montana USA. I explained to her I was interested in her.
Barry, you're confusing me right now. You're confusing me. Barry, you're confusing me. I have to be hypnotized right now. I'm going to call you back, or you call me back, okay?
Well, can I just finish this real quick?
All right, very quickly, very quickly.
I need to say this now. It's very important, okay? So Howard told her that I would use her, abuse her, and dump her like all the rest. He was being a white fucking knight, okay? And I'm not.
Alan, can you believe this?
Okay, I treat women with respect. The shit you
Yeah, there you go.
All right, okay. Barry, I gotta go. I gotta get to my guest. Call me back. I feel bad hanging up on him, Alan, but I just, it's the calls are day and night.
It's okay. Hello, everybody. I hope you all can hear me out there.
Oh, we can hear you beautifully.
Good. I'm going to attempt to do something that I've never done with this many people out there. And I don't know how many are out there, but I know it can be done. And let me tell you, I've done so many things in my life. I'm 60 years old. And I've done many, many things, both good and both bad. And it seems like as the older we get, we begin to notice more of the bad things that we've done. So, I have something to tell all of you. And, this day is going to be the most amazing day of your life, and lots of blessings from all of this comes from the universe, and it will always remember everything. And I want you to always remember everything will be okay. And if it's not, then in the end, everything will turn out to be fine for you. So what I want you all to do, I'm going to put some music on, and I just want you to, first of all, close your eyes very softly, very gently, and we're going to talk about faith. And what this practice will do is it's going to fortify your own spiritual convictions. And you'll find that many seemingly unbearable barriers in your life will crumble and dissolve in this meditation. And your devotion and love for God will commingle with the devotion and love of others. in divine and bliss will radiate from you, helping all persons that you meet. So I'm going to turn this music up, and I hope y'all can hear it. Turn this up. And well, now just let your eyes continue to stay closed. And in Hebrews 11:1, there's a mighty powerful scripture. And it reads, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, yet evidence of the things not seen." Let me say it again. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, yet evidence of the things not seen. And as you keep your eyes closed, I want you to surround yourself in your mind. Picture yourself in a room. This is a very private room to you. This is your room. And as you stand there or sit there or however you are, if you're laying in your bed listening to this, or to me, or if you're standing, just sit somewhere or lay somewhere and just relax. And surround yourself in the light and the love from the universe. Whether it be Jesus, whether it be God, know that it's the entire universe shining down on you. And as that light begins to get brighter and brighter, you can feel the warmthness just flow through your body and into your spirit as the light and the love of the universe shines upon you. And with your eyes closed, picture yourself not only in this bright, beautiful light like you've never seen before, warmthness that you've never felt before. And I want you to look, because right there in front of you is this door. And it's a big door with a big handle on it. And behind that door is all the things that you wish for. I want it all behind that door. If you've been sick, this is a way to get unsick. If you've had money problems, put the money behind the door. If you've had any kind of problems, whatever is good that you wish for, put it behind that door. Because once we open up that door and we walk inside that door, light is going to shine upon you like you've never felt it before. That's why I said today is going to be the most amazing day of your life. Now, as you walk up to that door, I want you in your mind to reach up and grab the handle of that door. And now each and every one of you, as you grab that handle, turn that handle ever so slightly. Feel the coldness of the handle become warmthness of the handle from the universe. And as you walk into that room, you are now showered with all those wishes. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, yet evidence of the things unseen. Now, each and every one of you, at the count of 3, I want you to slowly open your eyes, listen to the music, notice the sounds in the room. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, wide awake. And and welcome back.
Wow.
I promise you, every one of you out there, things will get better. When you're down and you feel like the world is at the bottom of your feet and you just don't know how to get back up, believe me, I've been there. I've taken the pills to try to end it. And you know what? There's always a better waiting for you at the end. It's good to see you all.
That was so beautiful, Alan. Wow. You spread so much light and so much happiness to everyone right now.
No, I don't. Everyone spreads it amongst each other. I am just a tool. I'm just, we're only as good as the tools in front of you. That's what I tell everyone, even the people that I work with. I'm like, look, we're only as good as the tools in front of you. Unless we have everything in front of us, we're not that great. So once we learn to develop these and we learn to have all these tools, nobody is going to stop you. No bill is going to get in your way. Nothing is going to hurt you because faith is the answer. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of the things unseen. That word faith is now going to be instilled into your subconscious mind. And tonight, when you fall asleep, or today, when you do something, the word faith is going to start popping up more and more in your mind.
I believe that. I believe that it just takes one person to enlighten you. Sometimes it's just something that happens. Like everybody at Kermit and Friends here, they didn't know this was going to happen today. And now it did. So maybe the people that are here are meant to be here. Do you feel that, Alan?
100%. I feel it.
Like right now,
but you have to feel it too. You have to want it in order to have it.
Well, I've prayed for this. Ham hands. Did you pray for this? Did you pray for enlightenment or faith? Do you have faith, Ham hands?
I do. By the way, how you doing, Elisa?
Doing great. Welcome to the show. This is Alan the Hypnotist. He's helping everybody. Are you a man of faith, Ham hands? Do you feel similar to Alan and I?
Yeah, I believe. I have faith. I'm a very positive person. And I do believe if people think positive things come to your life.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, the more positive you think and the more positive you act, the more positive things come to your life. Because when you think positive cells are created by your brain, released into your body, and it gives you a positive feeling.
Absolutely. And Ham hands, you've been positive. You have a lot of challenges in life, right? Yeah. Do you want to tell the audience, maybe they don't know you yet, do you want to tell them about your challenges and how you've been able to overcome them?
Well, I am a disabled person. I use a motorized wheelchair. Before the accident, I lived in Puerto Rico. From there, I went to college. From there, I went to the Army. After that, I came to New York, had the accident. I went back to school. For years, I've been teaching basic computer classes, basic internet, basic English, basic Spanish. I'm a positive person. I don't let negative stuff get in the way of things I want to do. And if you live and think positive, positive things get you where you want to go.
Absolutely. Where does that come from, Alan? Because sometimes, obviously this guy, Ham Hands, he's a beautiful guy, but he's in a wheelchair. He seems to have so many challenges, yet he has so much desire.
He's positive. Yeah, because he has the faith. That's why he came in. He has the faith. He has the positive. Look, this man has been cut off at the legs and put into a wheelchair. I'm not saying that your legs are cut off, but you're in a chair, but yet you're on here telling us to stay positive. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, we need people like that desperately right now. I know I was feeling really depressed and I just needed somebody like Ham Hands or someone like you to come into my life and inspire me, because sometimes it just takes that one person just to enlighten you so much. I was just in the dumps. I don't even know how I got out of it. I think it's through this, actually.
It's the power of suggestion. I mean, come on. We all have it. We all have it. I mean, I've been to the point where I was at the bottom of the barrel. I had nothing. I rented an Airbnb room, decided that was where I was going to take my life, and that was it. And I couldn't even take my life after doing so many drugs. I couldn't even take my life from doing those drugs. But you know what? I knew it just, if things happen, long as you stay positive, like your friend just said, and you keep the faith, no matter what, you will move on and things will get better.
So why do you think you got to a place where you were using drugs to take your own life?
Well, it wasn't that I was using drugs. It's the drug that I wanted to use to take my life. I was done. I was over with. And, you know, there's a lot of reasons people get to, like the gentleman just said, the bottom of the sink. And the way you get to the bottom of the sink is by reputation. You just keep doing it over and over and over and over. And when you start feeling sorry, remember there's a saying, it says misery loves company. So when you have and you hold and you stay around that sort of thing, you become that sort of thing, right? That's why so many people end up staying where they're at, because they become complacent. They become happy with where they're at rather than knowing that there's further way to go up. Every single one of us on here can do it. We just have to have faith and learn whatever it is that we're learning to make ourselves go up.
I think there's actually a scripture about that. It's when you when you lay with the pigs, you become one of them.
Yeah, similar.
Or bad company corrupts good character. Barry, have you found that before?
That what?
That when you had bad company, when you were hanging out with a bunch of bad people, then it hurt your life?
Yeah, it has. It has, yeah. I've been around a lot of bad people lately, so.
Lately?
So, well, ever since the Fed, I'm protected by the cartel now and all this stuff, and, well, a former cartel, I should say.
Okay, so that sounds like it's going better. So you told me to contact a porn star, Barry. I mean, is that good company? Is a porn star still good company?
Is what?
You told me to contact a bunch of porn stars by email. Is that good company?
That I told you to contact a bunch of porn stars by email?
Yeah.
I never told you to contact a bunch of porn stars by email.
Oh, okay. Then I won't do it then. Then I won't do it. All right, Barry. What do you want to say? Do you want to announce any guests that are coming on the next couple of weeks, or what did you call to say?
Well, I can't see their names. That's the problem.
Oh,
I
okay.
Surprise, but
Okay.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be after the new year.
Okay.
It's so
after the new year.
After the new year with the co-founder of MTV. So, what did Benji say about my comments regarding Stern?
I haven't had a chance to talk to him because I'm on the show right now. But so let me just get this straight. You think that Howard Stern's jealous of you? Why?
Because I have a hit reality show, a bunch of sex tapes. I have like 7 of them that have combined over probably 207 million views combined. But I know the first one I did with Brianna has 204 million views as of today on some other channel that's on Pornhub. It's not my channel, but a tech engineer told me that it has over 204 million views.
Yeah, actually, me and Alan, we watched your porn, right, Alan? We did watch. I got to call you back. We did watch Barry's porn. What did you think? I mean, was it good? I couldn't look, really.
I mean, you're asking me if I thought porn was good? Look, I owned one of the largest lube companies in the country called Friction, Frixion. Mm-hmm. And I've been around all porn stars. I know Stevie Hirsch from Vivid, Paul Fishbein from AVN. I know a lot of these people, Tara Patra back in the days. Mm-hmm. I can go on and on and on, Jenna Jameson. But you know what? What is porn? Porn is people doing things to their bodies with other people in front of other people. And that's porn. And if you like that, that's great.
Yeah, Barry liked it.
And that might be why Barry's behind where he's at right now.
Well, because
I got something, Lisa, I got something that just came delivered to me. And this to me is a sign. Yeah. So I want to share this with you guys. And if you don't have it, I'm going to give you the where you can get it. I'll send it to Lisa and then she can send it out to y'all.
Okay.
But this is, it's free. And it's interesting that it just came to me. And it's called The Perfect Fit. And it's in 1 Peter 5:10. And I'd like for you all just to listen to this. Elisa, are you ready for this?
I am. I'm excited.
Can y'all hear it?
Jesus' father, well, his earthly father, was a carpenter, a builder, really, working with wood and stone. A true craftsman, he had the instinct of knowing how to build, how to repair, how to fit broken pieces together to be strong, and maybe stronger than they were before. As a good Jewish father, he would have started early teaching his son the family craft. Jesus would have learned early what it meant to build and to restore. So too, his heavenly Father, the Creator and Restorer of wood, of stone, and of hearts, and of souls. Is there some part of you in need of repair? Have you been suffering for a while and feel the need for restoration? Well, this meditation will help you visit this carpenter, a walk through his shop, a space to encounter the divine presence of God as you face the divine tension of whether you can ever be restored. So to begin your meditation, find a place to be comfortable, alone, quiet, and still. We will be together for about 15 minutes. Let's start by taking a minute right now to settle into wherever you are. Just sit comfortably, quiet, your back straight, and begin to close your eyes, or keep them open in a soft focus for now. It doesn't matter. But intentionally start to become aware of God, His Spirit, and His Son present in and around you. Just take time now to be aware of their presence. So now, this opening time of prayer is yours. It's a gift to you. Approach God now and engage Him with your mind and your heart in a way that stirs up your thoughts and emotions. He is present here. He is beckoning you, waiting for you to return, waiting for you to bring Him what's broken and just dwell in His presence. So take a minute now. Pause if you need more time. But appeal to Him now in your way using your words and using your time. By faith, ask him to take your hand and guide you home, to show you the way, the path. And pray to him with your hand in his. Feel your hand in his right now. Feel like it's a perfect fit, because it is.
Alan, you have a caller.
Yeah.
Can we just put on pause for a second? You just have this caller.
Sure.
I don't know who it is. Kermit and Friends.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
This is Ken from New York.
Ken from New York. Alan, can you hear Ken?
I can hear Ken.
Okay, Ken, what's your question for Alan?
Okay, why does he think to be happy you need faith? I don't have faith and I'm really happy.
You're really happy?
Yeah, I get up, a big smile on my face, and I seize the day and I'm really happy.
No, that's a good, you know what? That's a good,
That's a good question. Let him answer the question, and I'm going to put you back on. Just let him answer it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Alan.
It's a total fair question. And you know what? You have faith. It's a tool that was given to you. And you know what? That is great that you're able to wake up every morning with a smile on your face. But a smile on your face has nothing to do with faith. Faith is something that's instilled in us when we were born. When we were perceived by our mother and father, faith was a tool that was given to us. And long as you know that you're happy, that's great. Keep on waking up with a happy face, because you know what? That makes your day just be better for you. Your faith is there for you for when you're afraid of doing something, yet your faith says, go ahead and do it. Faith, again, is the substance. Listen to me say this one last time. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, yet evidence of the things not seen. Has nothing to do with the smile on your face, but that's great.
Okay. All right. So you could still be happy, but something does feel missing when you don't have faith. I think there is something missing. I felt like there was something missing for me. I always felt that. And I never knew it was faith until I was really dark. And then all these people came into my life that were religious. And I was like, oh, this is what's missing. Kermit and Friends.
Elisa,
Yes.
it's Quig. I'm trying to get onto your show.
Come on in. There's room for you now, Quig. This is William Quigley, the famous artist that painted Trump for the White House.
But how do I get it on?
Come on in. Just click on the link and you can talk to
Do I do StreamYard or Facebook?
StreamYard. The StreamYard link, use Chrome. What?
Okay, what's the you never sent me the link. Text
Yes,
me.
I did. I did send you the link. All right, I'll send you the link right now. Oh gosh. I need a producer. Okay, I'm going to send him the link. Okay, so that's William Quigley. I knew he'd have a question for you, Alan. All right. See, this is why I need somebody helping me. It's hard to do everything at the same time. But yeah, people have questions. People right now, they don't have faith, and I know why, right? So they look around at the world. They say the world is in a terrible situation right now, right? The unemployment is through the roof. People are having to move out of their homes. They're having to go without a lot of things, and people are dying. So in a situation like that, it's hard to get to a place where you're like, oh, God loves me. My life is horrible, but God loves me. So how do you feel God's love if your life is like really bad?
Oh my God, I've been there so many times. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
There's something I want to say is that some people get stuck in like something negative, even if it's small or big. For example,
right.
If someone gets sick in your family with COVID, I mean, you have to find a way to, I wouldn't say get over it, but keep yourself safe. I mean, quarantine, do something. Some people get stuck. Let's say if they lose a job, I mean, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, because you cannot get stuck on whatever negative happened. You have to face the negative, find a solution, or overcome it, and don't get stuck in the negative. You have to stay positive and don't let small or big stuff get in the way. And I understand that losing a job or losing a family member is tough, but at the end of the day, you have to go on because you have to take care of yourself to be able to help other people. And that's why some people focus too much on the negative, even if it's small or big, and they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, which could be through faith, it could be through thinking positive or anything.
That's right.
Sugar, I noticed you joined on under the wrong name, but that's okay. Sugar, your life is going great. You're one of the
I
only
was
people.
trying.
What
I
happened,
was
Sugar?
trying.
What happened? What's going on?
Hang on, let me turn the volume on. I have there's an audio sync problem, I think.
Okay. Because accidentally, I think you got kicked out of here, and you're my co-host. That's like the worst person of all time to be kicked out. I don't know what the heck's going on there. And it says Benji under Sugar. Everything's screwed up. But so Ham Hands, the thing that I'm sometimes unable to change is my emotions. Sometimes I have such negative emotions. I wake up in a bad mood. I go to sleep in a bad mood. I don't see any, lights. It's hard to find light somehow. So, what should I focus on? Should I just focus on my faith, even if I don't have 100% belief in it?
Well, I mean, that's why I say to some people, I tell some people I know that before you react, let's say you wake up in a bad mood, and don't react with that negative emotion, trying to find something positive to focus on. And then, in other words, the other day, someone was reacting too quickly to something that happened to her. But next time, take a few seconds to take a deep breath, to think before you react or you respond or you say something that you're going to regret.
Exactly.
So if you wake up in a bad mood, take a moment, take a break. If you want to listen to music, you read the Bible, whatever you like, before you react, before to focus on the negative mood, which is don't feeling good, find something positive to think or do, and then you're gonna start feeling better.
Okay. All right. That makes sense, Ham Hands. You're such a nice guy. What a great guy. Speaking of a great guy, I have Darren here. I think maybe Alan could help Darren because Darren sent me some notes about himself that I find very interesting. I'm just going to start from here. I was tasered in 2007 when they first found out I had bipolar. Wait, who's they, Darren?
I would say the sheriff's department tasered me. I never had a diagnosis, so I had to be hospitalized from that.
Okay, so you have bipolar. You suffer from bipolar. I suffer from bipolar too. Okay, but the sheriff's department tasered you. Why? What would influence them to taser you? I didn't understand that part.
Well, I hallucinated and went to another neighborhood. And so I guess the people in the neighborhood out of fear called the sheriff's department on me.
Oh, okay. That must have been horrible. Okay, so you were tasered, and then you're a pharmacist, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so you're a pharmacist. You're Darren the pharmacist. When I brought the database before the board, they retaliated and suspended me for 17 months. I self-reported I had bipolar diagnosis in 2008. They had years to order evaluations. Now they're holding up my reinstatement when I finally have a job at $170,000 a year. What kind of difficulties have resulted from living like a homeless person? So you went from making $170,000 a year to being homeless?
Well, no, I was making $140,000 a year, and then because of not being able to get higher because of
Okay.
I was going through things like not being able to fix my car, not paying for basic utilities, etc.
Jeez. Okay. So that's a very tough situation. You went from a very nice lifestyle to a really tough lifestyle. You had to walk 7 miles round trip to go into town. Is that the situation you're in now?
It's not as bad. I had a job in Wisconsin for about a year, so I made some money for a while, but still having a struggle.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go to Alan. I have no idea what to tell you to do. I'm bad at life too. Okay. So Alan, what should me and what should, this guy, Darren, he's such a nice guy. In fact, his avatar on Facebook is Kermit the Frog. That's what first made me notice him. So we got to love this guy. And now he's going to be a regular on Kermit and Friends. What do we do in this kind of situation? We're walking 7 miles to get into town. We're being tasered.
Yeah, that's wild. Sorry about the tasering, but the one thing that you should do, it's Darren, right?
Yeah, Darren.
Yeah.
Darren, one thing that I do when things get rough and it's like, what do I do? So that experiment or that meditation that I did with you in the beginning, I don't know if you were heard the whole thing.
Yeah, I heard it.
Not only put yourself in that light, but also put whatever it is behind that door. Like I said, like for instance, your pharmacist, you're looking for a job. Put yourself with that job in the light and surround yourself with the light. Look, ask and ye shall receive. Ask for it. But unless you ask for it, and I don't mean, you've got to really put yourself into your subconscious mind so that the subconscious mind understands and so that the universe reveals and gives you what it is that you need. I promise you, you do that and you surround yourself in the light and love of the universe and put whatever it is that you need inside that light, it will prevail and you will have it. It will come back to you. Look, you've already been down here and now you're right here. You'll go back up here again. I promise you. I can tell by looking at you. I can see your surroundings. I know you're a good guy. I know that you're not full of shit. So I know that you will get back to where you were, Darren.
Well, I would like to try to elaborate on this database. It's something where it criminalizes you nationally, and
it can go away. It can go away. I've seen
it's been lingering for a decade.
Okay. But now you've already gotten positions, even though you have that database. It's on that database, right?
Yes, but the position in Wisconsin was with a company that's a non-subscriber of the database.
What kind of pharmacist are you?
Well, I worked in retail. And
are you licensed? So you're a licensed pharmacist?
Right now, it's under suspension.
You were licensed.
The suspension was due to trying to bring the database before the board.
What database were you trying to bring before the board? You don't know? Don't remember?
I can't hear you.
I said, what database were you bringing to the board? What is this database that you're talking about?
Well, it's called the STEAM database, and it was used by retail establishments. Basically, if one company puts you on it, 75,000 companies that subscribe will not hire you.
Why were you put on the database? What did you do?
Well, I told you I'm bipolar. So
Yeah.
I was working a 12-hour shift, and I take a drug called Depakote. It's not a controlled substance. Okay.
For your bipolarism.
So because I needed it when I was working a 12-hour shift as an emergency supply, which is allowed by law.
Hey, Darren, let me ask you a question. This is good. So
they placed me on there because of that.
Let me ask you a question. How old are you?
51.
All right. So I got by 9 years. When did you get diagnosed as being bipolar?
2007.
2007. So how old were you then?
Late 30s.
Okay. So, and when did you first start noticing that you were bipolar?
Well, I didn't know much about that disease, except what I learned in school. And I started noticing, obsessing with certain things about math and religion right before I had the episode.
Data, right?
Yeah.
Numbers and data and all that, right? Darren, do me a favor. Do me a favor right now. I want you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes and just listen to me, okay? And Darren, what I want you to do is I want you to start counting with me backwards. We're going to do this in a number. And we're going to go 10, and your eyes are going to get deeper, and you're going to go deeper. 9, and you're going to go deeper. 8, go deeper. Keep your eyes closed. 7, go deeper. 6, deeper. 5, deeper. 4, deeper. 3, even deeper. 2, way down deeper. 1. And when I go to 0, Darren, I want us to go back before you were 30. I want you to go back to the age of 10 years old. 0. And we're now at 10 years old, Darren. And I want you to tell me the first thing that comes in your mind right now as you being 10 years old. What's the first thing coming into your mind?
I broke my leg, and my dad put a splint on my leg and took me to the hospital in his car.
Okay. And so what happened? They put a cast on you then, or is that what they did?
Yeah, they put a cast on.
How did you break your leg? How did you fall and break your leg?
I had a bicycle that was a chopper style bike. And basically skidded in some gravel, and I broke both bones in my left leg.
Gotcha. So let me ask you a question. So this is at the age of 10. Let's go to the age of 20 now. Let's move forward 10 more years and go to the age of 20. What's the first thing that you did that you can remember right now at the age of 20?
Because I'm so busy, but I want to show myself.
Well, I can remember celebrating my birthday at Myrtle Beach. Going out in the ocean.
You had a great time, didn't you?
Yeah.
You were enjoying the sun and the water and the sand out there in South Carolina at Myrtle Beach. Pretty women there in Myrtle Beach, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful place. Wouldn't you love to just stay in that place right now?
Well, I've been to various beaches all over the world, so yeah, I could enjoy being at a beach right now. Yep.
Alan, I'm sorry, excuse me, everybody. This has been the most popular podcast I've ever done. I want you to help Darren, but I just want to tell everybody that's like calling me off the hook right now and just like calling me over and over and over, like Quig. that like I don't know what to do right now because everybody wants to talk to Alan. Quig, what do you want from Alan?
Huh?
What's going on, Quig?
Well, I'm in the shower and I'm really busy and I wanted to call and give you my support because you helped me out so much here in my life.
Okay, Quig.
You, I can't function. But I'm in the shower and I want to just quickly call in because I have about 5 minutes. You know me, my schedule's so busy. I mean, I have all these people and politicians and actors and musicians who want to meet with me every minute.
It's William Quigley.
I had a few minutes, so I was like, I'll call her from the shower.
All right, thanks for calling from the shower, Quig. I'm going to get to you. I'm going to get to everyone. I just really want to help Darren here.
I don't know if I can come on live.
Darren, here's what I'd like to do. I'm going to give Lisa. Lisa has my number.
All right, I'll call you back.
I would like to do about 30 minutes with you.
Oh, that's
I've
so nice.
helped people with bipolar. I've helped people with PTSD. I've helped people with sleeping disorders. I'd like to help you personally. Lisa, give him my number, and I'll take about 30 minutes with Darren at another time where we can do a one-on-one and find out exactly what's stopping him from doing what he wants to do.
Okay. I'm going to get back to Darren. I just want to say hi to my neighbor, Brandon. Brandon, what do you think of the show so far?
It's pretty phenomenal.
Brandon.
It's good, right? Isn't Alan great?
Definitely.
Oh
Never
my
have
God.
been hypnotized.
I know, me too. So Alan has been so gracious, and I feel blessed right now that he's here. My phone is ringing off the hook. People are calling me like over and over and over and over to speak with Alan, but I want to help every person. Brandon, your life is pretty perfect. You don't need any help, right?
I mean, everybody needs help.
Oh, really?
Let's be real.
Even I do.
No one has a perfect life.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, Brandon. Okay, so Brandon, you've been missing for like a week. Where have you been?
It was Thanksgiving. I was with my mother.
Oh, you're the best. So Brandon, we're going to help this new guy. Okay, let me read you the notes on this new guy. Then we're going to get back to Darren, and we're going to get to Eric, and we're going to get to Sugar, and we're going to get to Peter and Ham Hands and Kevin and everybody and Quig and Corey. What
happened to Quigley?
He's in the shower right now. But let me just read you, Brandon, these notes on DJ Frenchie. I used to be called the devil because I would liberate dealers of their funds. I'm a disciple of Bushido, the warrior code, which propelled me through pursuits. I was a frontline warrior during the riots. I've reborn myself as the fighting preacher after I turned to let the light into my heart. I will use a pseudonym, DJ Smooth, but you're the devil. Why are you called the devil, DJ Smooth?
Because, right.
What?
Sorry.
Really?
Back in
Really? Really? Really?
I mean,
you gotta hide your
already on
face.
the phone.
You gotta hide your face. Are you around a bunch of
I'm
people
here,
that
I'm
you
here,
gotta hide your
I'm here
face?
incognito. I'm
Yeah,
here
why?
incognito.
Why you gotta hide your face? Are you afraid of something?
Absolutely.
Yeah, darkness. You
I've,
got the
about
dark
2
shades
attempts
on.
on
You're
me, right?
totally afraid of the light.
Well, he was called the devil, Alan.
Well, he's bullshit.
You think he's bullshit? But is anybody bullshit?
Totally.
Aren't we all?
Anybody that can't show their face and talk out loud, and there you go. Take it off. There you go, man.
Is it good?
myself to you.
Now you're talking. Now we'll listen to you.
Yeah,
The
he's
shades stay.
Yeah, you don't have to put this on your face. You can't hear you. But go ahead. Now I hear you loud and clear.
So what we do is, when I was in Walton Prison. Oh no, sorry.
Go ahead, DJ. Smooth.
Gives a minute.
That guy. I don't know if I should kick out that guy. I'm thinking I should.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, I just kicked him out. Okay, so Corey and Quigley and everybody else, you could come in. Everybody, Maggie. Attention, Maggie. Maggie, if you're watching, please come in. We need you desperately. Everybody that's been trying to come in, I just kicked DJ Smooth. You know what, though? It's very hard. When you have somebody like DJ Smooth, he sent me a big email with all these notes about him. He obviously wanted to be on the show. He might be a little insecure. I've experienced that before with people that want to come on the show, but really there's nothing to be insecure about. We're all God's children, all of us here. So even people that have been called the devil, I've been called, the C word, every word I've been called, but I'm still here. Well, I run this show, so you guys have no choice. But, no matter what, you're welcome here. So DJ Smooth, I feel bad for you because, you were embarrassed to show your face. And I just feel bad for you in general. And, Alan, you're so gracious. I just feel bad for people like that. So DJ Smooth, if you're still watching, I would welcome you back. But first, let's hear from one of our sponsors, Maggie. Hi, Maggie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited that you're here. Okay. So right now we have a lot of people watching, and we have our guests, Eric, Darren, Alan, Brandon, Douche, the monkey, Kevin, Peter, Ham Hands, and some others, and hopefully Corey soon. And we want to tell everybody that's involved in the show the opportunities, the business opportunities that we have here. Because not only are you praying, are you getting closer to the Lord? Are you getting hypnotized? Are you getting spiritual guidance from Alan? But you're going to make money from this show, okay? So, God liked money, right? He did. He wanted an abundance. So, Maggie, why don't you tell everybody about the opportunities from Kermit and Friends?
I am so excited to be here. It was so fun to even listen to the broadcast so far. You guys are great and so funny. And I am so excited to be able to share just what has been a blessing in my life. When I was hearing from Alan and he was talking about things get brought into your life and it's fate. And I think 4.5 years ago, I was blessed to have this opportunity of being an entrepreneur come into my life alongside what I already do. And we know right now it's such like a crazy time of just life with COVID and jobs not looking the same. And we don't even know if jobs will ever look the same. So I wanted to take just a little bit of time today, just maybe 5 minutes or so, to share this opportunity that has totally changed my life. And you guys, honestly, this was not an easy decision to make, to become an entrepreneur alongside what I already do. I am a teacher. I am still a 4th grade teacher. I had no money at the time to add anything else into my life. I had no time to do anything, and I didn't really know what people were going to think of me starting this new gig. But if you have not heard of a company called Arbonne, you have to listen into this. Arbonne is a company that has been around for 40 years. And you guys, during this global pandemic, Arbonne grew 32%. And I keep thinking to myself, like, why on earth can a company during a global pandemic grow 32%? But I really think it's two things, you guys. One is so many people right now are focused on their health. So what is going into their body and what they're putting on their body, especially now with COVID going on. We're so in tune with making sure that we are staying healthy. And the second reason is people are looking for opportunities to be their own bosses. And that's exactly what being an entrepreneur gets you. I just want to share quickly what makes Arbonne so different and just a few business benefits of owning your own business is. Arbonne, if you guys haven't heard, is a company that has 450 consumable products, and it's something for everybody in your life. So it goes from babies all the way to those of us that need aging skin. We have something for everybody. If it goes on your skin or in your body or your hair, we have something for you. We are certified vegan. We are gluten-free, non-GMO. We have a sports nutrition line. We have personal care for everybody. We have a huge nutrition line. We are also, we have an ingredient policy that's unmatched. That's what makes Arbonne so different. We have an unparalleled, we follow the European Union guidelines. So we ban over 2,000 ingredients when the FDA is about 14. We are a certified B corporation, which really means that we value people and planet over profit. And I wanted to share really quick with you guys the benefits of owning your own business before you guys get back to the show with Alan that I'm so excited to keep listening to. And let me ask you guys a few questions. What if you could earn a little bit of extra money? What if you could be your own boss? What if you could choose who you work with? What if you could set your own schedule? What if you could improve your overall well-being? What would you do if you could change people's lives? Which one of these would resonate with you guys? I know for me, I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to choose my own schedule, and I definitely wanted to make more money as being a school teacher. There's so many other benefits to building your own business. The people in this company are amazing. They are building homes in Haiti. They are helping women in Africa after the genocide build businesses. We are changing the face of foster care here in the United States. It is such an amazing company. And the personal growth you go through when you start your own business is one of the coolest aspects. And you get to make a difference in this business. You get to either change people's wealth or you get to change people's health. So in closing, I just have one more question to ask you. What would you do if you had extra time or extra money? Thank you guys so much. If you found yourself just being intrigued at all with what I was saying about this company, maybe wanting to learn a little bit more, get with Elisa, and I would love to share more or have Elisa help you guys. Thank you so much for letting me on.
Yay! Thank you, Maggie.
Yes, I had to say it as fast as I possibly could because I know how important Alan is.
Yes, you're important too, Maggie. You're helping us. You're bringing abundance to the Kermit and Friends community through Arbonne. And the Arbonne products, I mean, they're really good, right? You have health food shakes. You have somebody just hit me up to get the Honey Beige foundation cream. So the foundation, it's great for Christmas. And this is a pretty good opportunity, in my opinion. Like I said before, the unemployment is through the roof. Barry, you don't have a job, right? You're unemployed. You could use this.
No, I'm actually employed.
You're employed, Barry? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm self-employed.
Self-employed.
I do my
Okay, got it.
show, I do my porns, I do it all.
Okay.
I have my agency still, I do it all.
Okay. So porn, I mean, does that count as employment? I feel like that's more of like a gig.
I'm self-employed, put it that way.
You're self-employed. Okay, you make content, but you can't even make content right now, Barry. You don't even have access to a computer. You don't have access.
I'm in the mental ward. What else do you expect? How else am I supposed to sell this product?
Okay, Barry. Actually, what do you mean sell product? Do you want to sell our Arbonne products? That'd probably be good. You know a lot of people.
I'm not interested.
All right. I'm going to ask Corey. Corey, do you need a business opportunity?
Like what?
Weren't you just listening to Maggie?
I was trying to get in here.
Oh, well, welcome in the show. As you know, we were speaking. Well, actually, you probably don't know. Have you been watching it all?
I've been listening, but not paying attention. I've been trying to get in here.
You look pretty handsome right now, Corey.
Thank you.
Cool.
You're looking pretty good yourself.
Thanks. All right. So,
but no, I'm employed. So, and I'm considered essential.
You're essential. Okay. So Maggie here, who's very generous to come on Kermit and Friends. Sugar, I don't know where you are. I'm trying to put you on. Sugar's my co-host. I got to ask somebody, maybe Eric. Eric, can you help me produce this show? I really need help. Today has been, I think it's been a good show, but there's been so many people that are trying to get in and calling me and everything. It's so confusing. Eric, can you help?
Unfortunately, I can't help. At least I'm really so busy with the work that I'm doing that I'm literally booked just trying to pay my own bills. You know, when you're living a paycheck to paycheck and you're still working your day job and you're just smooth sailing all the way home, you're going to get to the other side of the tunnel. You really don't have time to look back. It's kind of like an old entrepreneur friend I met in college at Santa Monica College. He said he drove like an RA, had a private jet. And he said, if you're driving a race car, a nice sports car, what's going to happen if you look in the rearview mirror when you're driving really fast?
Right.
You're going to freaking crash. Okay. So I'm still driving really fast in my sports car. That's all there is to it. And, I've got gigs lined up. I don't know what the future holds, but I do know if I can make, I don't know, a teacher salary, sales on the phone, that I'm doing great. And if I can set up my career to still make $1 million a year and stay in touch with my friends, I'm doing great. To each their own.
Well, that's so funny because Maggie is also a teacher and she sells products. So that's perfect for you.
Yeah. So there's this thing called the real world, people that live in the real world where they have to work for a living. And
yeah, we're not familiar with that over here. So let's just move on.
Real world or reality?
I don't know what he's talking about. There's a guy here that I don't know who it is. His name is Matt. Matt, welcome to Kermit and Friends. Do you have a question for Alan?
Yeah. No, it's nothing to do with Alan. I've been really impacted by Stephen French, the guy you had on before, and I think that he should make another appearance on the stream. Like, I spoke to him a lot, and I do expect him.
Matt, that guy was kind of a jerk to Alan. Alan,
he wasn't a jerk.
No, hear me out, Matt. Hear me out. I hold Alan in very high regard. He's one of the most successful and best personalities I've ever met in my life. And I felt like that guy, what's his name? What's the guy's name that you're called?
Stephen French. Like, he's really good. Like, honestly,
he
hits home.
No, but he was disrespecting my guest. He was wearing a mask. And then he was just like laughing. I felt like he didn't take the church service very seriously.
I think that he was wearing the mask and he was laughing because you guys were like slating him about the mask. He shouldn't have to reveal he shouldn't have to reveal his identity to show his personality. Okay. It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's what's on the inside that matters. And you threw him off, and now he probably feels quite bad about it.
Do you think he's sad? I don't know. Matt.
I think we need to see him back on here, and we need to hear what he has to say. And I'm not happy about it.
Okay. All right. Okay, Matt, you seem like a nice guy. Corey, do you think I should take what Matt's saying?
I agree. I do agree with him to a point.
Stephen needs to be back on here, and he needs to be able to express his reviews.
Right.
The thing is, the guy too. I mean, he obviously doesn't know he only knows how to. He's on sites. What I gather was seeing that he's on sites. He knows how to troll the simpletons. So that's what he's trying to do is troll, but he didn't know how to handle when it was.
No, he's not a troll. He speaks a lot of truth. I've seen a lot of his stuff.
I'd say give him a
chance. Back on it.
You guys, let me ask my advisor what he thinks. Barry, what should I do with this guy? He was wearing a mask and he was laughing and he wasn't taking Kermit and Friends seriously at all. And I was very offended. He wasn't treating my guests with respect. What should I do with this guy? His name's Steven.
You know what? You're just a pretty face. You need to start seeing the inside of people.
Excuse me?
You're just a pretty face. You need to start seeing the inside of people. It's not all about the exterior,
So you're saying, wait, what are you saying?
I'm saying everyone's on here listening to you because you're good looking, but at the end of the day, it's what's on the inside. You didn't listen to Stephen French's inside.
He had no inside. I'm vulnerable on this show, Matt. He wasn't. That's all honestly, I ask.
I think you've lowered yourself today. You've lowered yourself from other podcasts. I watch this every week. You've lowered yourself.
You watch this every week?
Yeah, every single week. You've lowered yourself. Bring Stephen French back or I'm unsubscribing.
Wow. Oh my God. I can't believe that. I mean, I'm very flattered he called me pretty, but did I lower myself? Alan, what do you think?
First of all, listen, if he has to unsubscribe himself, that's his own thing. But that guy, whoever he was, the devil, whoever he was not real. And it was like he was trying to interrupt your broadcast. I don't care who, where, how he trolls. I don't care. Yeah. Something told me that guy was no good and I brought it out of him. And that's why he started laughing and he couldn't talk.
Absolutely. But the thing is, since we are church service, and I have this bracelet, I don't know if I showed this to you before, Alan, but this bracelet says, what would Jesus do? And I feel like Jesus would invite Stephen French back on.
Bring him back. I would love to talk to the guy, but he's not going to talk straight.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can get to him. Ham Hands, should I discount somebody just because they were wearing a mask? And I do feel like he kind of disrespected Alan.
It wasn't wearing the mask, Lisa. It was just the whole persona.
The persona.
It was like he was on something. And like all he was doing was wanting to wreck your blog, your blog.
Yeah. whatever this is. Yeah. So, you know, I relate to this, Ham Hands. I don't know if you relate to this at all, but when I was on the Howard Stern show, people despised me. You're very loved on the Howard Stern show, Ham, but I was hated on there, and people thought that I was just doing it for attention. And a lot of these feelings that people watching this are feeling about Steven, people have felt about me.
Well, I mean, not everybody hated you, you know.
Oh,
I mean,
thanks, Ham.
You know, a lot of people like you, and a lot of people thought you were maybe a little crazy. You know, a lot of people saw different sides of you, and you know.
Yeah.
But that guy, you know, next time, you know, let him say whatever he wants to say, and
that's a good idea.
You respond, you know.
Yeah. You know, Ham Hands, you're so almost biblical. I just love this guy, Ham Hands. Corey, what about you? You've had a 10-year feud with our other fan from here, Honest Frank. Is there forgiveness when somebody does something like that? When somebody doesn't respect you? How do you feel about it?
The things that he's done in his past and he doesn't want to repent. This is why that's between him and God. But what he's done, I can't forgive for it with myself.
Really? So you cannot forgive no matter what?
Not the things that he's done in his past. And he's not willing to repent, and he laughs and jokes about it like it's nothing.
Yeah. What about the things that he's willing to do in the future to make up for it?
That's a good one. I like that, Eric.
Yeah, if he's given it another chance, you know, you give somebody a handout and they blow it all, and then you say, okay, we'll renew the contract. We'll give you another handout, and he repents. What about that? You know, if he can make it up to his children, especially God's children.
Yeah. Brandon, any good dates this week? I can't hear you, Brandon. You're muted.
It was Thanksgiving. Give me a break.
Really? There's no dates on Thanksgiving week?
No. Everyone's out of town.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, that's true. Pretty much my whole building's out of town. Let's see what, what's his name? Peter, are you there? I don't even see you. Peter, you were like the only one that I saw actually closing his eyes during Alan's hypnotism. Peter.
I closed it most of the time, but I opened it to see if I was on cam a few times.
You were.
So, you know what I mean? I wasn't that relaxed, but
yeah,
it
you
was
did your
nice.
best. It's nice, right? Do you have a question for
the
Alan?
Connection isn't, yes, I do. I've heard of something called life between lives, hypnosis, and it's where the hypnotist brings the subject into a state of consciousness that is between people's lives. Like apparently something happens in between when you're born or when you die and when you're born. And the hypnotist takes them to that person and extracts data from it about what happens. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh yeah, it's called regression. And yeah, you know, there's all different types of hypnosis. There's stage hypnosis where people get on stage and they do crazy things. I'm sure you've seen it at one point or another on TV or at a fair. And that's a total different type of hypnosis. Then there's the hypnosis like I did, which is more of a spiritual type of hypnotherapy. What I am, I'm actually board certified and licensed clinical hypnotherapist. So I help people with smoking. I help people like the gentleman earlier, Darren, with the bipolarism. I help people with that. I've also been able to do exactly what you're talking about, and that is caused from our DNA. And it's interesting that you're talking about this because I was talking about this with Elisa last week. You know, when we are created, we're created from man and woman, and it comes from the sperm. And that sperm has DNA in it. Well, guess what? There's more beyond that. Somewhere your parents got their DNA from their parents, and their parents got their parents and their parents. So you can go all the way back, and you can definitely go into that. And it's all in the DNA. And once we get into and communicate with the subconscious mind, the subconscious mind will take you back that way. Yeah, go ahead.
Peter.
Go ahead.
Hey, sorry, my connection isn't the best. So
What's
sorry
your
if there's
question,
any.
Peter?
Yeah, my question. I noticed that you're very into spirituality, but then in when you're talking about regression or life between lives, you seem to take the view that it's happening from that those memories are happening from the physical world, not the spiritual world. So I thought that was an interesting like irony about you. I would have thought that you would have said that a spirit is connected to the body and that spirit has knowledge. Do you believe in both of those?
I do believe in both of them. In fact, we're born with the spirit, right? The God gives us the spirit that dwells within us. However, there's also such thing as our bodies are made up of DNA. And as that DNA, and you tap into the subconscious mind from where that DNA comes from, that's where you are able to go beyond and talk and bring things out. And you know what? It's hypnotherapy is not any kind of miracle cure or anything like that. The person that's in front of you that you're having a session with, or is having a session with you, is got to be willing, number one. Like, for instance, if a person wants to, and I don't mean to get away from your transgression, but it wants to stop smoking, for instance, or lose weight, it can be done, but they've got to want to have the will. And that's where the faith comes in again. That's what I was talking about with the faith. You got to have all of that in order for it to work. But when you're going back, why do you want to take somebody back before they were born? Well, what's the reason for that? So that's not a lot of what I do. What I do is I take people back, like, and it's welcome to see this guy back again. I take people back to, like, have problems with their health, or they have problems with hurting themselves.
Alan, let me stop you there. Why do you lie so much? You're living a life of lies. You know you're not a hypnotist. No one can be hypnotized.
He is a hypnotist.
He's not a hypnotist.
Yeah, he is.
As a woman of God, you should know that that's not possible.
No, it is possible.
Of God.
Clinical.
I'm not a woman of God.
I'm a woman of God, and he is a clinical.
Alan, you can take them white jeans and your lies straight out of here, mate. You talk shit, and you got Frenchie out of here, and Frenchie needs to be back in here. I'm not leaving until Frenchie's back in here right now.
What's up with this guy, Maggie? Maggie, what the heck is up with these people? They're crazy, right?
Listen, you've got people like that are going to be like that. Be gone. Be gone.
Exactly.
Listen, don't you know, first of all, Elisa,
yes,
the devil loves to interrupt something that is going great.
Yeah, well, the closer to God you are, Alan,
absolutely. First of all, notice he brought it in by the devil first. The devil was mentioned first. So the devil had to get his name out there. He had to bring himself and manifest it. Then he tries to manifest himself, and he tries to hold himself accountable with a mask and glasses across his face. And I, with my spirit, called him on it. And I hope you're hearing this, guy, because I laughed when he took it off and he started laughing. It was like, I got your bluff. I called you. And you
Alan,
now
Alan,
are trying to defend somebody who tried to interrupt something. So go
Alan,
ahead, my little guy.
Alan, I'm going to let you win me over here right now.
I will always win you over. You know why?
I want to be hypnotized.
I have one thing only, and that's God. And you don't have him.
Alan, I want you to hypnotize me in front of everyone. I'm not an inside man.
What?
Alan, I'm not an inside man. How are you going to do it if I'm not an inside man?
You know what?
Prove it to everyone, Alan. Prove it to everyone.
You can't be because you don't have faith, brother.
I do have faith. I believe in God for 18 years now.
Is that how old you are? 18?
Yeah. Alan, hypnotize me. Come on.
That's great. That's good for you, man. So you've been believing in God since you were 18. That is so great. But let me tell you something. Without
Alan,
you having any kind of faith, you can't believe in anything.
Alan, I'm asking you, as a non-inside man, to be hypnotized. Come on. Let's see it.
You know what? I'll be happy to do it, and I'll give you a
Go on, then.
personal call and do it.
No,
personally,
right
but
here.
I'm not gonna,
Right here in front of the world.
It
Oh,
don't
you
work
can't
like
do
that,
it.
my
You can't
friend.
do it,
Hey,
can you?
Matt,
can't do
Matt,
it.
he's not open to it. He's not open to it. That's why Matt is not open to it, right, Maggie? I should not let that keep going, right? That's ridiculous.
This
That
has
is
been so
ridiculous.
fun. You have a really fun show. It's great.
Thanks, Maggie. So, Maggie, is there any final words that you have to the fans of Kermit and Friends about the Arbonne community and the opportunity that we're giving everyone here?
Yeah, I'm so thankful that you guys all let me on and you welcomed me with open arms. I know job opportunities can be scary and nerve-wracking, and not knowing what's going on. It's not the stream of, okay, I'm going to the corporate job, or I'm going to my teaching job, or I'm going to the retail store. So it is different. And, but it's been amazing in my life. And I would just love to help other people and share the gift that it's done for my family. It has given my family the means to have extra income. So I went to Europe and traveled with my husband because of my Arbonne paycheck. I was able to help my kids with their sports because of my Arbonne paycheck. And it's just a really awesome plan B that has turned into a plan A into my life. And I think right now, everybody's looking for a way to have extra, whether that's extra time or extra money. And what better way to do a job in your pajamas and slippers, right? I mean, I'd like to do that kind of job more often, that I can just do it from my phone. So I would love to share more. If anybody out there would like to hear more, I would be happy to give more information.
Thank you so much. What a blessing to have people like Maggie in my life. What a blessing. But speaking of opposite of a blessing, here's Matt. Matt, you're back.
Eliza, I would like you to talk to Stephen French. Just you. No bullshit from Dave. I want to see any of that. I want to see you talk to Stephen French alone. I think he's got a lot to say. I think he's got a lot of personality. I want to be in here when he says it. I want you to see my live reaction. He's got a lot of very contradictory views. I think he should be on here, and I think he should be able to voice his opinion in front of all 36 people in here.
He's not even here, Matt. He left.
I'm pretty sure that Stephen French can make himself. Hold on. I've messaged him before. Hold on, let me just.
Matt, I have a question for you. What's your deal with Stephen French? Is he like your brother or something?
Stephen French has been a big part of my life since the age of 16, April 13th, and I really think, who the fuck is that?
That's William Quigley, the famous artist. Hey, Quig.
How you doing?
So I want to introduce you to
I was in the
everyone.
shower, Elise. I was going to call you from the shower.
That would have been good, I guess.
Wouldn't it be great?
So this is William Quigley. He's a famous artist. If you want to look him up, just Google William Quigley art.
Very famous.
He's done paintings for the White House. He's a big Trump supporter. He painted a picture of Donald Trump.
Wait a second. I don't know if that's a good introduction.
How do you want me to introduce you?
Well, you said I'm a big Trump supporter, and I don't know.
Well, you are a big Trump supporter.
Proper thing to expose about a good friend of yours at this moment.
Okay, he's not a Trump supporter.
No, I didn't say that either. I didn't say that either.
He's an enormous Biden supporter.
I would rather just be introduced as, our friendship, at least.
Okay, so this is one of my best friends in the world. And this is how I know he's a great friend. This is how I know. So when I was with Benji, I wasn't talking to any men, including friends. I didn't even talk to any male friends. And Quigley was one of them. But he didn't give up on our friendship. So that's how I appreciate him. That's why I appreciate him. He never gives up on anything. He's never given up on anything in his life. He's a man of faith.
My mother and the Lord.
You gave up on your mother and the Lord?
No, I said I that's because of my mother and the Lord.
Okay. So
faith.
Quig, were you able to see Alan? My friend Alan?
I listened to the whole show. I've been trying to call in for a long time, Elise.
Okay, so I'm happy you're here now. Do you have any questions for Alan?
I'm here now. I thought the show was going to be over.
It was supposed to be over like 30 minutes ago.
I was in the shower. I thought it was going to be great.
Yeah. Well, why were you taking a shower in the middle of Kermit and Friends?
Well, I had to take a shower because I had an appointment and I didn't want to miss the show.
Okay. Well, now you're on the
Isn't
show.
that loyal? Isn't that a good loyal thing to do?
You know, I love the loyalty of you.
I love your show, Elise. I got to say, I think you're benefiting a lot of people.
Thank you so
I really do.
much.
I'm so happy for you.
Oh,
Guys, I've known Elise. I used to sleep in the same bed with her.
All right.
But nothing ever happened. We were just friends.
No.
We were
No,
just
no,
good
no.
friends because she
Yeah.
had a mouse in her apartment and she was afraid of it.
So when I used to live in New York City,
And then she met Benji and,
Yeah.
fell in love. And she's in love with Benji. And Benji's a tremendous guy, I hear. And
He is.
we all love Benji because of his public image, but we don't know him personally like Elise does. So, but I think it's fantastic what you're doing.
I am really enjoying it. I'll tell you, I had nothing to live
What's
for.
that?
I was almost suicidal. What's that? That's Corey.
That's me.
Someone's joining in.
Trump 2020, baby.
Yeah, another
I'm
Trump
gonna leave the
supporter.
MF out of this.
Yeah, Corey's a great guy. He's also a lover of Trump. So did you experience?
He's also a lover of Trump.
Yeah, he is. He's a great guy.
What
He's
a-
one of my best friends. He's another one of my best friends. So this is Corey here. And then, so what was your
Nice to
feeling
meet-
on Alan the hypnotist? He's brand new here. Like I've, had you and I've interviewed you
Elise,
before.
you hear that weird noise? Everything.
That's Corey.
Oh, I know why.
Nice to meet you, Quigley.
Hey, how
Yeah.
are you? What is your name?
Corey,
Hey, Corey, how are you? Good?
I'm doing pretty good.
Having a nice Sunday?
Oh yeah, I just woke up about an hour ago.
Oh, really?
Day off.
That's what's nice about the West Coast. Like here, it's going to be dark in an hour.
So Quigley, what was your experience with Alan the hypnotist? Do you have any feelings on him?
Yeah, I mean, he was great. I mean, anybody that's willing to devote that much time to what they believe in and faith and
I love that too.
I think that's what the show's kind of about. And he
Absolutely.
was willing to help. I mean, I think sometimes we get caught up in judging other people, no matter what their criteria, priority. But your ambition to have this show was to help other people, and even the guy in the mask coming on and being himself, and the other guy ripping Alan apart. I mean, that's going to be part of the show. I mean, it's the whole world. I mean, let's face it. You've been in this.
Yeah.
You've been in this before.
Mm-hmm.
You had your own experiences, and I know many of them personally. And I have my own battles to deal with all the time as well because of what I do. And when you have a public persona, you're gonna have different opinions.
Well, the thing about Alan is he's never done anything like this before. So I was actually a little worried.
He was fantastic.
No, I wasn't worried about. I knew he'd be fantastic. I knew that, but I wasn't sure how he would feel about people with their different opinions because I knew he would be loved here. I knew that, right?
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure. Like Brandon, you're kind of new to this kind of thing, and you're not even on Twitter, so you don't even know what's going on.
Corey
But
kind of
Brandon-
looks familiar.
Who?
Corey.
Corey? Well, yeah, he's a famous
Maybe I
guy.
saw him on the last shows.
Yeah, no, he's famous. So Brandon, do you want to warn Alan about anything? But you've enjoyed this. You haven't had any
Is that
drawbacks.
Brandon? I love Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon, how are you? Now that's a great guy, everybody. He's
so
quiet.
handsome.
He doesn't say much, but I'll tell you what, off camera, he's not quiet.
I
love
know. I know that's true. He is pretty quiet on camera, but he's not off camera. That's why I need to get him drunk for this show. That's the thing.
You know what I got to say about spirituality?
Brandon, I still have your cup. I have your cup here.
May I say something about spirituality? Because that's what the show's based on. I think, you're going to have a lot of different people coming from a lot of different sectors and faith, beliefs. And, I'm someone who, my father for years told me to go to church. I lost my father to COVID this year. And 2 days before my birthday.
I'm back in.
And, whatever, you believe in spirituality, you believe in everything. And my father used to tell me every time I saw him, make sure you go to church. I was raised Catholic. Make sure you go to church. And, I was involved with a Hindu woman. I lived in India. I lived in China. I lived in different places in the world. Lived in Italy, for a year. Lived in Spain. Very different. Lived in Venezuela for almost a year, and very different faiths, very different practices towards faith. And then I got kind of like I have a really dear friend who's going through a tough time right now, and she's kind of into the same denomination that you're interested in, involved in. And I think action, living your life, believe in what you believe.
Quigley, let me just stop you there.
Yeah.
I was listening just before and I heard something about you saying we were just friends with you and Eliza and stuff like that, but I have a feeling there's something deeper there for you.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is there anything more going on between you and Eliza? Like,
Elisa.
I don't really know. I mean, I'm on the
Elisa.
East Coast. She's on the West Coast. You know,
Oh.
do I love her? Yeah, absolutely. Am I, are we together? No. I mean, we're together in spirit. That's another strong sign of spirituality.
I think we need to dig deeper here. Like, what are your feelings towards Elisa?
I care about her a lot. You know, she's kind of like a, we're family. You know, it's like I've been, she's
So
probably one of the only persons.
if Elisa came to you and said that she wanted more than just being friends, what would you say?
I don't know. I mean, it's a great question on the public, platform, but I think anytime you get involved serious with someone, you have to really think about what you really want out of life. And where
you see, I personally think I'm a better contender for Elisa.
You're 18.
Well, I don't know. You seem pretty wise for someone young, but I don't really qualify any age because it's like, you got LeBron James playing. I met Kobe Bryant when he was a rookie. I mean, I was painting Kobe when he passed away.
I mean, I'm willing to fight for Elisa.
Yeah, what are you talking? Like, what are you talking about?
This isn't a dating show.
Excuse me. No one invited you to talk right now. I'm in the spotlight. I think that I think you're only here for Eliza. I don't think you want to help anyone.
Oh, okay. You should Google me.
You're a painter.
William Quigley. Google it and see how much people I helped. My mother told me to think about myself a little bit more.
William, you were using your fame to try and get in the pants of younger, more beautiful people.
Absolutely. I use my fame for everything. You know how hard
Why wouldn't you?
You know how hard it is to become famous? And you don't even know
Quigley,
what that means.
you are disgusting.
Thank
you know that. You should
all
know
right,
that.
all right. Everybody,
No,
don't cut him off.
Quigley.
Keep him going.
Quigley, you are disgusting.
Let him go. Let him go.
You make me feel sick.
Thank you.
You've got teeth like Stonehenge, and you don't deserve to be on this
all
podcast.
right. Everybody relax. This is
it's
first
fine.
show. Everybody be nice. No, he's being mean to you.
No, it's
Darren,
fine. At least it's
Darren,
fine.
Hold on, Quig. Darren,
Bring him back. Bring him back.
No, I will. Hold on, Darren. This guy Quig. What should I do here, Darren?
Sure.
Do you have any advice for me? I'm bipolar too. Don't forget.
Yeah. So, Elisa, in your defense, the British guy, Mike, he said you were just Matt, whatever his name is. He said you were just a pretty face, like you were superficial. I don't believe that to be the case.
Not at all.
Oh, thanks, you guys. You guys are so nice. Oh my gosh.
But Lisa, give Darren my number because I want to really help him.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
Alan,
Yes,
I'd like to just tell you, I'm not just stuck on being bipolar, or I can't get past that.
Really help. There he is. There's
Thank you for allowing me to regain composure.
Frenchie, too much feedback. Feedback. Put your headphones on. Oh my gosh, these people, they're not ready.
Because
okay.
Eliza, I had two homes. I had two homes. I sold one of the homes. I tried to reinvent myself. Okay. So I created an animation series, went to France, tried to sell it. But I think right now I need to find investors for the creative part of my life.
Oh.
That's a very difficult thing to find. Investors, yeah.
All right, let's ask Eric. He's an investor. Eric, do you want to invest in Darren's, what was it, Darren, that you need investments for?
I created an animation series.
An animation series?
Yes. Yep.
What's it about?
It's based on a drug addict that becomes an MMA champion.
Wow.
That sounds based loosely off my life.
Wow. So how far in development is this?
I have an illustrator doing the initial storyboards right now. I took it before some producers in France and Atlanta.
Wow. That's fantastic. Have you ever done something like that before?
No, but I decided to do it being a pharmacist and knowing a lot of people that have been in drug addiction.
Is that because of the prescriptions?
What's that?
In Ohio, you got more opioids than you got people.
Yeah.
Because of people like you writing the prescriptions.
No.
Eliza, hear me out. Okay, This is my Sunday sermon. Yeah, yeah.
I don't like the way you're acting right now.
I'm speaking
Frenchie.
truth.
First of all, I want to hear you in your real voice. I want to hear the real Frenchie, that you're not being authentic right now. And I really don't appreciate that because everybody else here is. Everyone here is at a Sunday service where they're trying to be better
I am
people.
the fighting preacher.
No, I want to get to know the real Frenchie. I don't want any imposters.
When I seen my own son's blood being collected in a container.
I don't think I like this guy. It's weird. I usually like trolls, but this troll I don't like. I don't know why. I think it's because maybe I have matured. Is that possible?
Oh, absolutely.
That guy has a fake voice. He's not being authentic. I would like to be nice to him. I'd like for him to be part of Kermit and Friends, but he's just like, I don't know, something
It must
off
be hard
about
to
him.
be the moderator.
It is.
Because
It is
you gotta
my
cut
own
people off,
sister.
You don't know when to cut people off. You
No,
gotta
that's right.
I was literally trying to call into your show for about an hour.
I'm really sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Lisa,
yeah.
I think it's great. I mean, the good thing is you have all these people coming in. That's great.
Yeah, no, I know. I love it. Trust me. In fact, last week I was telling people I prayed because I didn't have any guests. And I prayed for guests. And now I have more guests than I can handle. My own sister can't get
I
it.
don't know if all your listeners know, but you probably work harder than almost anybody I know in any field.
Aww.
And I have a brain surgeon brother-in-law. And
Right. Can I request to be on at the same time as
his
Matty?
reward's a little different. But, for someone that, creates their own destiny, you're unbelievable at it.
Okay, now just a minute. Kid, where are you first? Where are you from and what are you on?
Not you, Cole.
I am online, yeah? I want to speak to this Matty at the same time.
But no, the question
I think you're missing I think you're missing the point.
Son.
I think that you think I am susceptible to malfeasance.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mr. Corey Feldman wannabe. What are you on?
Listen to this punk, right? You're really talking about my trousers now, yeah?
You're talking about some shit, bro. They just said, on mic. What are you on?
You're calling me out from across the seas, yeah? Right? I guarantee you would not want to be on the wrong side of the devil face to face, yeah?
I'm on the right side of the devil.
Right.
God.
You're talking. Listen to this punk. Yeah, you're talking from across the Atlantic Ocean.
You're talking across from the Atlantic Ocean.
I seen
What are you trying to say, bro?
Prison. Oh no, sorry, Preston prison. I seen you try and lift.
I bet his eyes are so dilated right now. That's why he has
You're
the
the guy
sunglasses.
who used to go in the showers with your shorts on. We used to call you Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, Pee Wee Herman. Your bird came zooming that photograph over at me to see what a real man looks like. Sweetheart, I'm celibate. If I wasn't celibate, I'd show you our
I'm
real
old enough
man.
to be your father, so please.
Because you're with a punk of a man. You're with
What
a
are you
punk of a
on?
man.
Take the sunglasses off. We see the eyes dilated.
Eyes dilated.
Yes.
You're
Also
talking garbage.
I don't know. You're the one who's speaking garbage. Well, I'm just standing up to the garbage and taking it out.
If I take off my glasses, yeah?
Yes.
You promised
Yeah,
to meet me in a neutral setting. Okay, Wrexham, the 7th of October, the birthday bash, yeah?
What is that supposed to mean? What is that?
It means me and you step up to the plate, yeah, in a neutral
I'm already up
setting.
to the plate. I'm
Wrexham.
cutting it out.
You know, there's some despicable people online. Joe Tranter.
You're the one that's calling her. It's Elisa, not Eliza, for one thing.
Oh, well, how am I meant to know
So
that?
have to have
How am I
respect
meant
for
to know
that.
You're
It's
talking,
Elisa, not
whoa,
Eliza.
You're talking in Americanisms, yeah? You wouldn't be able to understand me.
I don't want to understand you.
You think
I just want to know what you're on.
Kind before. You think I haven't dealt with your kind before? Listen, I had Sam Walker on the phone. Listen to this bitch and watch him.
Oh my God, he's Sam Walker. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, he's Sam Walker on the phone. Don't know who freaking Sam Walker is. And this
I'm
kid.
speaking the truth. Yeah.
With the headphones. So he has to have his liquid courage.
Deal with a punk. I know how to deal with a punk. Yeah.
I want Elisa.
Okay,
Shut up, Oldie. Shut up, Oldie. I want to talk.
You tell him
how to do. Okay,
every ounce of my fiber, every ounce of my warrior.
So mad.
Yeah, calls out to attack and wreak havoc.
Elisa, can you get rid of this idiot, please?
You guys are
This
liberals,
idiot,
obviously.
not this punk. This
Yeah,
punk.
obviously. Okay, you know why you know how to deal with punks, son?
You're aggressive.
Because you deal with a punk every time you look in the mirror.
You've been against me since the second I come on, because you feel threatened. Because you feel
Why do I?
threatened.
Where am I feeling threatened? Where am I threatened?
Okay, because I'm here to liberate you.
Okay, liberate me. Oh, now he goes silent.
No,
Okay.
no.
He's honestly, Oldie, old man. I'm on your side. This man is a fraud. This man is a fraud. He's wearing
My
glasses
dad
and he's a
made me
fraud.
drink a cup of petrol. Yeah.
Dude, let me guess. You guys are liberals, right?
I have nothing to do with this man. I have nothing to do with this man. He's a different man. He's changed. He's a different man in my heart. He's a different man in my mind. He's a worst human. The way he talks to you is disgusting. This man right here above me, gone. Out of the stream. Elisa,
let me ask you two questions. Are you guys part of Black Lives Matter, which it sounds like a bowel movement? BLM.
I am 6'3", 235 pounds of prime male.
hello, Elisa. I'd like you to hear what this man right here has a lot to say.
No, he really doesn't, Matt. You seem like a nice guy. You seem like a very nice guy. I don't know what's going on with you.
Elisa, I would prefer if you didn't compliment me because I really don't see you in that way. I'd prefer it to keep it biblical. Carry on.
Well, speaking of biblical, I'd like to read this scripture. Okay. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Okay. Against such things there is no law. Those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. Okay. Just keep that in mind, you guys. Really. Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. Let us not become conceited, provoking, and envying each other. I wonder if Frenchie or Matt can do that. What do you think, Darren? Do you think that these guys can follow these scriptures? And if they did follow the scriptures, because the acts of the flesh are obvious, what these guys are doing right now, immorality, impurity, debauchery, idolatry, and witchcraft, hatred. That's what we're seeing here, right? A bunch of sin, Darren.
Right. I haven't heard Frenchie express his religious beliefs. And
he doesn't seem very religious.
And is it Matt, the other guy?
Yeah, Matt's the other guy.
Well, he says he believes in God, but how could he down a woman like you if he really believes in God, you know?
Exactly. That's how I feel.
I've been a Christian since I was 6 years old.
Really?
Okay. And I don't down other people if they're Hindu or whatever.
Yeah, me neither.
They don't believe the same way I do. I do tell them the option of what I believe, and they make the choice whether they want to believe it or not.
So I still think that we should help these guys, even though they don't seem to be that good of guys. Because I've met a lot of people in my life, Alan, that I don't think are that nice, right? So this has been in my life a lot, where I meet somebody and I'm like, wow, this person's so dark. Why are they so dark? They're dark. They do dark things. They say dark things. They're mean. And those people, what are we supposed to do with those people? What do you think, Alan?
You know what? I've been listening to him. He was coming on me. He was coming on Corey. He was coming on everybody. And it's because this kid's 18 years old.
Right.
And he doesn't understand. That's his problem. He don't understand. And the other guy, the one that's in the glasses at first had, I mean, look, like I was trying to tell you, the devil comes in and tries to interrupt something that you're producing, that you're doing. You prayed, you asked for a bunch of people to come in, and your prayers were answered. And now you have the devil coming in trying to interrupt your show, and he didn't do it. He can get kicked off. And when we started asking them questions, that's when they rebelled. And that's when they became defensive. And that's when they started coming after you even. I was waiting for that to happen.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that train's never late.
One 18-year-old kid, that kid needs help.
Yeah, he does. But we're the people to help him. That I truly believe that. I believe I was inspired to do this. I don't even know why, right? There's like no real reason why I was inspired to do this.
You were inspired to do this because you're phenomenal. That's why.
Thank you, Mr. Octopus. How are you today?
Well, I'm a well-known internet battler of trolls. I go after them and make them cry online. And I just like to point out to this Corey guy and this other guy, the Frenchy guy. They're obviously in some kind of dom and sub troll relationship. It's some kind of psychosexual relationship. Look at me. I'm on the line all the time. I got multiple devices. I'm in 30 chats at the same time right now. I believe in you. You're going to make this comeback. Look, these young guys, they look at you and they can't, even though they're in a psychosexual closeted relationship, they get turned on by Elisa Jordana, like any other grown-up man. I have one question though.
Sure, anything
about the
for
guy.
you. Yeah,
about
anything.
the guy you slept with. Are you a heavy sleeper?
Am I a heavy sleeper?
Yeah, are you a heavy sleeper?
Yeah, I mean, I sleep well. Why do you ask?
You sleep like a log, like you're dead to the world?
I mean,
Because I used to have a girlfriend way back in the day. She slept like a log, even though I'm changed my preferences. I could grab and grope her all night long. Are you sure your friend didn't cop deals when you were asleep?
Oh, you mean my friend William Quigley? No, actually,
yeah, that guy.
No, we were just friends for. We've been friends for like 20 years.
He's like sleeping with you. There's mice in the freaking apartment.
Yeah.
You're in New York City. It's cold. When what happens? You get the little turkey testers. When it gets cold.
Yeah,
and you can't just resist. You can't resist like touching you.
No, he was really respectful. Let me just go to my sister Allison.
When I started ignoring that, I realized that I had to switch teams. So, again, I'm here to fight the online trolls with my superior wit, and I'm online all the time. Ask for me, Alexander Octopus Cortez. Everybody knows me. And you have a great day, Elisa.
Wow, what a great guy. I mean, he mispronounced my name, but that's okay. I like that octopus. Okay, Allison. Usually this is an hour show, but it's like almost a 2-hour show now because everybody was so excited about Alan today. And I would like for you to do a commercial break, and then we're going to end. So go ahead. Why don't you tell us more about Arbonne?
Okay, so I am so excited to be back, you guys, and share with you a morning and nighttime ritual that I do for my skin. Previously, I used to do Botox and all types of things to make my lines more smooth and my skin tone even. Since I switched to Arbonne, now I don't need any of those things. So these products last me about 6 months. They are not a big investment up front, but let me share with you what I do in the morning. So first we start with our Arbonne Super Calm Cleansing Milk. This is a vegan product, not tested on animals, very sensitive on your skin. So I'm going to start with that first. So I just put about 4 pumps on my hands, small amount, and it goes on like silk. Okay. After that, I use my Arbonne RE9 Advanced. You guys, this is the new skincare of our lifetime. I've used Lancome. I've used all the high-end brands. They're sitting in my drawer now because I don't use them anymore. This stuff is amazing. I've had this for probably 7 months now, actually. And look at how much I have left. So smooth. I don't need anything else. I don't need concealer after this. I don't need any makeup because it's smoothed out my skin tone so much. And now I don't have acne breakouts. I don't have fine lines. And look. And then I do sometimes, because I have a baby and I'm up all night long, if I do have any puffiness or I look tired, I'll use this. Prep work with a little bit of blush. It's also used as a concealer as well. If you're interested in finding out more about these products, you can contact Elisa directly and she can pair you with the best skincare for your type of skin. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, just contact me unless your name is DJ French or Matt. You can contact me if your names are not those names, right? Right, Matt and DJ French?
Elisa, why would you say that? I've been here. I've been honest. I've been nice.
No, you haven't. You both
Elisa,
haven't.
To be
Elisa,
fair, the men didn't take kindly to us.
Elisa, I pointed out the fact that the Quincy guy or whatever his name is likes you, and it's the only reason that he's on this stream. Quigley's here for you.
That therapist, yeah, he's a hypnotherapist.
Are you talking about Alan?
He could put a glass eye to sleep.
Excuse me. Can you kick this man at the top, this Frenchie? He means nothing to me anymore.
Leave it out.
Kick him. I want to talk some
sense. You don't like Frenchie either. I don't like him either. He's your friend. You brought him here.
I can't. He's not my friend. I've just seen his videos. But listen, Elisa, you need to really see sense from me. I'm talking sense here. And you're outing me on your stream saying you won't even help me if I need it.
I'll help you. What do you need help with?
No. Well, in my time of need, I might contact you, Elisa. But the fact that you've just told me that Frenchie and me are barred from messaging you is ridiculous. And you brought back in the hypnotist. I don't know what he's going to do. If he wants to hypnotize me in front of 50 people
Okay,
that are here.
everybody relax. I'm getting a phone call. Kermit and Friends.
Hey, Elisa, it's Chad.
Chad, thank God.
Chad.
Thank God it's Chad. Chad. Oh my gosh, thank God you called. Oh my gosh. Oh, how are you?
I'm doing great. I don't really have a lot to add right now, but I do just want to say that your show is amazing. It's incredible to see you bring, I don't even know, where do you find all these people, Lisa? You just have like a talent for finding like the most interesting and crazy people and bring them all together. Well done, I have to say. Well done. Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, Chad. I really appreciate you calling. And, do you have any thoughts on our guest today, Alan?
I'm gonna hold off on saying anything. I haven't made up my mind on Alan yet.
You haven't made up your mind on Alan yet? Wow.
I have not. I do want to say I like Frenchie.
Frenchie?
Frenchie was making.
How is that possible? Frenchie, there's somebody on earth that likes you.
Someone speaking sense. I've not been given a fair chance over the water.
But anyway, Lisa, I just wanted to say you're doing great.
I'd like to speak to this hypnotherapist.
Look at chat, you'll see like all the names of all of your old fans and viewers from the original iteration of Kermit and Friends. And so everyone's having a great time. Keep it up, Elisa. We love you.
Love you too, Chad. And I love everybody watching and everybody that appeared today. Thank you
I'd
so
like to
much.
speak to this hypnotherapist.
You want to speak to Alan? I really don't want Alan to speak to you. How's that? I feel like I need to protect Alan from you because you are mean and you are not nice and you are not holy.
I'd like
and
to come. I'd like to come. I put my hands up. I put my hands up.
Okay,
I'd like to come.
Okay, no, but what are you going to say to Alan? No. You're not allowed to speak to Alan because I feel like you need to repent for your sins that you did today. You need to repent. You've been horrible.
I had an outburst. Yeah, I had an outburst, all right?
No. You've been mean to me. You've been mean to Alan. You've been mean to Brandon.
It's like Jack Russell's, yeah? Snapping at the heels of a Rottweiler.
No. You're not allowed to speak to anybody anymore. I'm done with you. You need to repent. I don't like the way you were today. You showed the show no respect at all, but I'm going to welcome you back.
38, 45 and pump action shotguns is what's going to be the recipe for me. Yeah.
No. You cannot respect Kermit and Friends? You can't. All right, fine. Alan's willing to speak with you. I do not know why
I'm
he's
going
willing
to put
to
my
speak with you.
laptop on charge. Wait there. Wait there. I'm not losing you.
Alan, why on God's
Alan,
green earth would
let's
you want
have
to
it
talk to this guy?
one-on-one. You don't believe in me?
I never said that.
You did. You said so as soon as I came on the air, yeah, we're 1-to-1.
I never said I didn't believe in you.
Every ounce of my fiber, every ounce of my warrior being, yeah, calls out. When you strike me down. Look at the behavior. Look at the behavior of your other guests. Why'd you bring all the heat onto me? Why is it all down to Frenchie?
Well, first of all, Frenchie, I'm not the one that brought the heat on you. You came on the show.
I came on, and within 5 seconds, yeah, you were going off. Ow! I've just hit my head. See, look.
Do you remember what you were doing? You want me to play back what you were doing?
They call me the devil because I was a devil, yeah. But now I am the fighting preacher, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, right.
That's great. But you want me to play back what you were doing in the beginning?
Look,
you were laughing and not. It wasn't. It didn't look serious.
Looking like something very rude in between, sitting there sticking it up like this, yeah. And you sat there with your leg.
I hate this guy, Alan. I hate this guy.
You know what?
I don't like him.
You know what? First of all, Lisa, if I was rude to him, I apologize for being rude, but I don't believe I was.
No,
Look,
you
I
weren't.
saw a guy that came on and was showing nothing but disrespect.
Absolutely.
And he calls himself the devil. Now he calls himself the preacher.
Yep.
I mean, you go from devil to preacher. That's great. That's great. But his actions, he doesn't act as a Christian would.
No, he doesn't. What should he do? How does he repent? When you've been that bad, when you've been that horrible to people, and
You got to get down on your knees and you got to ask God for repentance and ask him to forgive you for your sins. Forgive him for his disrespect. Because if he doesn't, he's just going to continue to keep on doing what he's doing. And look, Matt, the 18-year-old boy or a kid, I totally respect him as well. And he's not a bad person. I can tell he's not a bad person. But what he's doing, I totally get it. He feels that he's getting some kind of discernment from somewhere.
Oh, sorry. I was just in prayer. My bad.
No, I watched you. I saw you. But he's getting some kind of discernment from somewhere, and he feels like people are trying to prey on you. But Matt, just so you know, Elisa and I have known each other for quite a while, and we've gotten to know each other not just this way. We got to know each other way before this way. So look, Matt, you're 18 years old. You got a long way to go. I'm 60 years old. I've been where you're at. And you know what? I hope you can remember from this day forward, this experience from this day forward, that if you are who you say you are, which I believe you are, you're going to go far, man. You're going to
Alan,
do
I would
really
just
well.
like to know, I've never ever believed in hypnotism. I'd just like you to prove it.
You can do that, and I would be happy to give you
Elisa,
my number. I don't have a problem with
I
that.
would prefer it. Elisa,
I'll tell you what, Matt.
Can I just ask one question? Can I ask one question?
I'll tell you, Matt. I'll tell you what
okay.
I'll do. I have my own that you can go to. I will send the link to Elisa. She will then send the link to you, and I will do it with you. And then here's what we'll do.
Is Elisa
We'll go
okay with
back
just
on, and
leaving
you
the
will-
call really quickly, so I can just talk one-to-one with Alan? Please, is that
but
okay, Elisa?
Just hold on, Matt. Corey wanted to say something to Alan. What
Okay,
is it,
Corey.
Okay, Ellen, I agree with
I
you.
welcome you with open arms, Corey.
Okay, I agree with you on a lot of and that's why I'm wearing a Moulin Labre shirt, which you don't know what Moulin.
It's not about what you wear; it's what you're inside.
But yes, I believe in freedom of arms. But I agree with Alan a lot of stuff. He's a cool guy, and this is why I asked you that you're a liberal, right? Because you guys are easily triggered. With God, yes, we are vigilant, but we know how to maintain ourselves. But Alan is a cool guy.
Alan has a lot to say for himself. for somebody who is practicing a disbelief.
Okay, then, okay, kid, what does he have to explain to himself about? He doesn't have to explain anything.
I would like
I don't
you
have to explain anything.
to understand that all I want is for in front of all the people on the stream, without removing me, Eliza, without removing me.
Elisa, yeah.
I would just like to talk to Alan one-to-one.
All right, all right. Oh, this is so frustrating. Just be nice to him, Matt. Make sure
Eliza,
you're nice.
I've done nothing but be nice.
All right. Oh, whoops. wrong one.
Eliza, that's really unprofessional, but sure. Okay, Alan, I would just like to ask, as an honest man, and man of God, do you honestly believe that you are a hypnotist?
Yeah.
So,
I trained
what
for
is
it.
what is
I
what is
learned.
what is the shortest method of hypnotism you could use on me right now? One that wouldn't put Eliza out of her.
No, but you're not open to it, Matt. That's the thing. You're not open to it. And by the
Eliza,
way,
if I'm not open to it, why am I asking to be fucking hypnotized?
Hey, this is my show. I'm muting you. Okay. So I don't care how long Alan's been a hypnotist, or if he just wants to be a hypnotist, or if he can hypnotize you, or if he cannot hypnotize you. I don't care, because he could be whoever he wants to be. Okay? Just like you, Matt, you could be whoever you want to be. I could be whoever I want to be. You could have anything you want in this world. Okay? You have to be a good person, and you have to have faith, and that's it. That's what it comes down to, and that's what you're going to learn next week on Kermit and Friends. See you next week, Matt.